Hey guys, have you ever heard of the Chinese bamboo tree? Well, this ancient plant has a secret lesson that helped me become more successful in life. The Chinese bamboo tree shows us how to be patient, and the reward will come. In today's world, we are all eager for quick results and instant gratification. But the truth is that some things take time to develop. This is why most people miss out on the success they could have achieved, because they failed to learn the lesson of the Chinese bamboo tree. So, let's start at the beginning. In a village in China, there was a farmer who grew rice. One day he decided to plant some bamboo seeds in his field. After the first week, nothing happened. He started to lose hope, but then he remembered what his grandfather told him. He said, "Bamboo seeds need 5 years of hard work before they show any signs of growth. If you hype up, we'll never see the incredible growth of bamboo." So the farmer kept taking care of the bamboo seeds for 5 long years. He watered them, fertilized them, and protected them from insects. But still there was no sign of growth. However, he did not give up. And one day after the 5th year, something amazing happened. The bamboo seeds suddenly sprouted and grew rapidly. They grew so quickly that in just 6 weeks, they grew to be 30 feet tall. Can you imagine that? Just like overnight, these plants went from being tiny seeds to being fully grown plants. And from that moment on, every year, the bamboo forest grew stronger and larger than before. This story teaches us that sometimes we have to wait a long time for our efforts to pay off. We can't expect to see results immediately. But if we keep trying and don't give up, we can achieve amazing things. Just think about it. If the farmer had given up after seeing no results for 5 years, he would have missed out on the incredible reward that came to those who were patient. You might be going through something similar right now. Maybe you're working hard towards a goal, but haven't seen the results you were hoping for. Maybe you've been studying for months or even years for an exam, but still do you feel like you're remaking progress? Or maybe you've been trying to build a business, but it has taken longer than expected to start making money. Well, the Chinese bamboo tree reminds us that sometimes we have to be patient and trust that our hard work will eventually pay off. It's like when you're planting a seed. You can't expect to see a full-grown tree immediately. But if you take care of the seed and give it time, it will eventually grow into a beautiful tree. In the same way, we need to be patient with ourselves and our goals. Just because we haven't seen results yet doesn't mean we're not making progress. Think about a farmer who plants a seed. He can't expect to see a full-grown tree immediately. But if he takes care of the seed and gives it time, it will eventually grow into a beautiful tree. Similarly, we need to be patient with ourselves and our goals. Just because we haven't seen results yet doesn't mean we're not making progress. There are many real-life examples of this. Take the example of entrepreneurs. Many successful entrepreneurs have spent years working on their businesses before they became successful. For example, Walt Disney was rejected by investors over 300 times before he was able to get funding for Mickey Mouse Club. But he didn't give up, and eventually he created an entertainment empire that has lasted 4 generations. Or consider the example of the famous boxer Muhammad Ali. He didn't become a champion overnight. He trained for years and had to overcome many obstacles before he won his first world title. But he never lost faith in himself, and his hard work eventually paid off. There's also the example of the artist Pablo Picasso. He painted 4 years before he was recognized as a great artist. These are just a few examples of people who had to be patient and wait for their hard work to pay off. Their stories inspire me to keep going when things are tough and to never give up on my dreams. Now let me tell you another amazing thing about the Chinese bamboo tree. Did you know that this tree is actually a grass? That's right. Despite its size and strength, it's not a tree, but a type of grass. This is an incredible example of how sometimes things can be deceiving. Just because something looks like a tree doesn't mean it is one. As humans, we often make judgments based on what we see. We may think that someone is strong and successful because they look it, or that they have always had it easy in life. But the truth may be quite different. The Chinese bamboo tree teaches us to look beyond appearances and to not judge things by what they seem to be. For example, we may see someone who seems to have everything together, but we don't know if they're struggling behind the scenes. Or we may see a company that appears to be failing, but it could be on the verge of a major breakthrough. We can't always know what's going on beneath the surface. So we should be careful not to make assumptions or judgments based on appearances alone. Instead, we should try to understand the full story before forming an opinion. One way to do this is to practice empathy. When we see someone who seems to be struggling, we should try to put ourselves in their shoes and imagine what they may be going through. Bidointis. We can better understand their situation and show them compassion rather than judgment. Another way to avoid judging by appearances is to focus on character and actions rather than external factors such as wealth or success. We should look for qualities such as kindness, integrity, and determination, as these are more indicative of a person's true strength and resilience. By practicing these tips, we can learn to look beyond appearances and appreciate the true value of things and people. Now let's talk about how the Chinese bamboo tree can help us become more successful in life. First, it teaches us to be patient. As we've already discussed, success often takes time, and we need to be willing to wait for our hard work to pay off. Second, it teaches us to focus on our goals. Just as the farmer in the story didn't give up on his bamboo forest, we need to stay focused on our goals and not be distracted by obstacles or setbacks. Third, it encourages us to keep learning and growing. The Chinese bamboo tree is a symbol of resilience and adaptability. It can grow in a variety of environments and can even bend over backwards to avoid breaking in strong winds. Similarly, we need to be adaptable and willing to learn from our mistakes. Finally, it reminds us to take care of ourselves. The Chinese bamboo tree is a strong and healthy plant, and that's because it takes care of itself. It uses its roots to gather nutrients and water, and it uses its leaves to make food through photosynthesis. In the same way, we need to take care of ourselves, both physically and mentally. We need to eat healthy foods, exercise, and get enough rest so that we can function at our best. When we apply these lessons to our lives, we set ourselves up for success. The Chinese bamboo tree is an incredible plant that has many valuable lessons to teach us. From being patient to focusing on our goals, taking care of ourselves, this tree has something for everyone. So next time you see a bamboo tree or a bamboo plant, take a moment to appreciate its beauty and the lessons it has to teach us. I hope you enjoyed this video and learned something new about the Chinese bamboo tree. Let me know in the comments below what you found most interesting about this tree. Also, please remember to like and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.